and doubts about what's possible. So you write out the future of your life as if it's happening right now, and you do it and you identify with it with your gut and really feel what it's going to feel like to experience that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share what I've written, some of it, and then if you like it, maybe I'll read a little bit more. How's that sound? And then we'll talk about it. So here's mine. Here's what I did. And so it gets a little personal. But I start my I am statements out. Now, those that are Christians in the room, I actually do them as a prayer. And I pray in the present tense. Because if you're a Christian, there was something that Moses asked God at the burning bush, and he said this. He said, who should I say that you are? And he said, tell them that I am. Right? And so if the Creator says that, man, he can be what he needs to be in your life, right? And so this is the way I start off. I say, Father, thank you for all the blessings and experiences you've brought into my life. I'm grateful that we walk in daily fellowship and we're close friends. I'm so thankful that you grant me with supernatural unity with one another, and we're demonstrating that to the world. My children feel loved, pursued, and cared for by me. I am their dad, best friend, counselor, and leader. Now, I also go on to some specific I am statements for each of my children. And just to be clear, I do have material things in there as well. So I'll just read this real quick. I'll go as fast as I can. So I just start actually talking about my children in my I am statements. And then I'll get into some material things. And I say, Taylor, which is my oldest, is a sound and strong in her spirit and mind, and is not given to emotional roller coasters. Her faith is strong. She is the wife of one husband and loves God and nature, and is mature in the faith beyond her years. A husband that loves her just as God loved the church, who understands the essence of leadership. Taylor submits to his leadership in godly direction. Then I go on to Callie, and I say, Callie is strong, full of faith and wisdom, and a leader. The Lord is using her in mighty ways. And then I go on and I say, my relationships with my girls is strong, and my daughters see the man they deserve in my example. My children feel loved, pursued, and cared for by me, and I'm their dad, best friend, and counselor. You've already heard that. My boys are mighty men of valor, love, and passion. And I go on and on and on about my family. And I write this. We enjoy being together, doing life together, and just talking and sharing and learning together. We enjoy going on hikes and traveling. So I write all this out in the present tense, and I think about how it's going to feel. And guys, I can't tell you how much of this is unfolded in my life because I've done that. And so we've learned about it for our businesses, but let's take it to the next level, and let's do it with every area. Let's be empowered to do this, right? Because we can. And let's encourage our children to do it. Let me see here real quick. I want to read one more. So one other thing I'll say before I close off is our family is growing, and we are great parents, great grandparents, and great grandparents. So I just actually sowed in a seed there of me being living really long, right? And I said, I'm at best in great health, a clear mind, and full of faith. Our bond is strong. Our crest is our cause. We are sound, safe, and secure. And so, if you notice, I put in there, our crest is our cause, because one of the things I discovered about 2 years ago is that rich and wealthy people have crest, family crest. Now, I didn't grow up having that, right? You know my story. But I said, you know what, we're going to write a family crest. And we're going to read it, and we're going to talk about it. My kids are going to have a vision, and we're going to talk about entrepreneurship and meeting the needs of the marketplace and all of that. And so, that's just my story of how I've used the I am statements. Anybody get anything out of that? Yes? So I'm going to share the last one, and this is one that's really powerful that I say a lot in my business. It changes everything. And so let me just read that to you. And let's see here. All right. Our customers and prospects feel understood, supported, compelled, and confident and inspired. They are convinced being our customer and team member is in their best interest. Our customers and team are blessed. Is your customers and team blessed? Are your prospects blessed? Are everybody writing this down? You should say this every day. Absolutely every single day. Thank you, everyone.